Hello everybody, I got the fence all done. Got it all secured with chicken wire down at the bottom, about 5 to 7 inches in. And baby G's way over there. She's laying in a pile of leaves with a tree in front of her. The little baby Bella's sitting right here or laying there sleeping. She wore herself out by running around like a nut. But this is all done. I'm right now working on the door frame of the front. I'm going to have a door on this side and the windows on this side, so I can go inside or outside. And then I need to work on building it from backside there, which I'm having difficulties. But it goes all the way from, you see that white stick? And then there's this white stick here. I'm going to put another white stick way back there. Well, actually back there. And then the other one is behind that tree over there. There's another stick there. So it's a pretty big yard for the dogs whenever we have to go on like trips or something, and I have some dog walker come out. I'm gonna have an automatic feeder for them, water, and heater. I don't know what's going on over there. She's like freaking out, like there's something down there. He keeps touching me. Wow, that's why I gave you a pile of leaves. You get to play in it. And but baby Bella looks like she's trying to wake up. Or no, she's going back to sleep. I wore her out today. John thought she broke both her shoulders because she jumped down off a high place, and she was like literally couldn't even walk. And I told her, I don't know, you sure it popped? And so something's popped. So I picked her up and I checked her out, and I didn't see nothing wrong with her. I rubbed her. I felt around. Didn't see anything broken. I told him there's nothing broken, and that babies are pretty, pretty easy to get along with. I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with her. She said, are you sure that you've heard a pop? You sure it wasn't something else? And he goes, well, I don't know what it was. She's crying and she can't stand up. So I came out and I looked at her. I picked her up real quick and I, wiggled her little arms and I checked her shoulders and I checked her legs and nothing's broken. I told him I think she just sprained something. She's probably going to be a little sore for the next couple days, but she seems to be fine. So I raked a bunch more leaves away, and I was thinking about, I talked to my neighbor, and she said that was a good idea to put maybe some plants in right in front of them. Baby's like, something is in here. She's trying to figure out something's in the leaves with her. Probably a mouse. She keeps listening like, what is that? I hear something. She's trying to lay down on it, but she's like, something's in there, and I can't figure it out. Well, you're the dog. Figure it out. Get rid of it. You're the mouser. Find the mouse. And my Bella's all worn out. I had to get her new water. But I'm out here trying to figure out my thing here. At least I got a topper. The top's on. Oops, sorry, it's too big. The top's on. I'm going to have to trim off that one section. Actually, that's one of the backs. I figured I can always get newer wood for the back. I'm just trying to use all the recyclable wood that it looks like I could use. Like, I need to cut off about, 8 inches off of that to fit that. Because that one's too small. And those ones are too big. So I'm going to have to cut off 8 inches to fit in there because I need to have a baseboard to put so the door closes. I can close it without having issues. One says, you sure you got everything? No, I don't got everything. I'm still working on this in my head. I know what I want to do. Now putting it together, that's the hard part. And I still got to level off the ground a little bit more over here, which I have to do when the dogs are not with me. Every time I go out, they want to come with me. It's like, oh, great. I don't want it. I want them to go in the house and stay in the house. My husband brings them back out. I'm like, honey, I'm trying to get this done. I can't get them done. The dogs are in here because if I open the door, they're going to run away. And I don't know where they go. And I have to go chase after them. I told him it would be easier. Well, when he goes to work tomorrow all day, I'll be able to do more. But right now, tomorrow, is it going to rain? I think it's supposed to rain 100% chance. Oh, crud. I'm never going to get this thing built. But I got my leftover wood right here. I got lots of wood and took all the old door frames apart so I can build a door that I can fit through. And then I go in and I can change everything. And then I want to put another door on the other side, but on the door is going to be a doggy door like I did in my greenhouse. And that way they can go in and out. I want them to go in and out on this side. Mine said, why don't you do it on that side? I don't know. I mean, that's the side has the heater on because that's the side it's going to have the cord that comes up, and it's going to go up, and there's going to be a hole up there, and I don't know. I have it figured out. I might not have all the vents I wanted to have, but I still figure it out. I have the wood for the back wall. The side walls is what I'm having difficulty with, so I might have to go to Lowe's and get some wood. I'm thinking about 2 by, like I did the greenhouse. The greenhouse is done by 2 by 3s. because they're easier to cut and I get them done quicker. I might do that. These ones are that's a 4, I think those are the 2x4s, and those things are hard to cut. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I think I'm going to stop at this point. I got the thing adjusted, I got the topper on, and then it's got to build in a slant, because this is exactly 6 foot tall. 6 foot tall, and I wanted to go back about 7 foot tall, or no, what am I saying? 4 foot, no. Yeah, 4 or 5 foot tall in the back. So that way that's where the dogs are going to lay down anyway. I won't be really back there. I mean, 5 foot would be really good. And I think 5 foot would be best. So I think I get 2 5 foot ones cut 5 foot. And then the rest of them do 6 foot. And then I'll cut them in angles so I can get them to come down. So when the water comes off, that comes down and goes downhill. Because that's a hill down there. It'll go downhill. That's why I need to flatten this off the surface and then put in some heavy like weed paper, and then I can put down their cushions for them to lay on and stuff. My husband said, well, I thought you were going to put a hard floor in. That stuff is expensive and we can't afford it, and I'm going to do what we can afford, and then later I can add and change it. But right now we're going to do what we can afford, because I don't make much money on YouTube. I don't make much money elsewhere unless I'm working on sewing machines, and I don't make that much money on that either. So technically, I'm doing my best. I'm figuring this all out. And I found I had some dead trees. This one's dead back here, but it's falling that way. It's no big deal. There's a birdie and a bird nest in there, and I can't change or fix that or take that away. This one over here, I have a dead tree here that's actually leaning toward the back of the fence. And I got another one that's leaning toward me, but it's a really skinny one. I think I'd take that out. But that other one, I'm going to have to get my husband to take out. That's the only dead trees I think I see. And he says, well, why'd you put it in here? It's got dead trees. Well, there's nowhere else to go. I mean, you don't allow me to do it on the other side, over the other side of the property over there, because then it would take a lot more longer cord. This takes only a 30-foot cord from the electricity from the house to here to get to them having electricity in the wintertime. So they have I'm not sure if I'm going to put a light in there. I might put a camera in there, see how they're doing. And then maybe put put something else in there. I don't know. I haven't got that far. In the back wall there, I'm going to put in a, like canvas back wall there, and maybe partially this way and partially this way to keep wind off of them if they're out there playing. Leave these kind of open so they can see us coming, so they know that we're coming back to get them. They don't feel like they're lonely. Still want to add a 2 foot of chicken wire around the top, just as crazy wire. Oh, she's dreaming. Little Bella's dreaming. Anyway, I might have to, I don't know, I'm trying to debate what to do. I know I was supposed to videotape this when I was doing it, but it was a lot of work, and I couldn't, set the camera up, and it was just too hard. And I thought, well, heck, this is too... So in other words, you spent more money on the 4 foot stuff, and you could have gotten less money on the 5 foot stuff. Yeah, I was thinking that way, but I can't lift the 100-yard stuff. It was too heavy, and I couldn't even get it in the basket even to bring it out to get it checked out. So there was nobody around to help me, so I just went ahead and got the 250s. And then it's reattached back that way. I know how to attach it. I sat there with string and everything and tightened it the best I can. There's a few wavy spots, but that's the best I can do. I guess my husband's home. I got to get off this thing and go work on something else. So I'll talk to you guys later, okay? Bye-bye.